Hello, folks. Welcome to the McShin Getting the Herd podcast. We are live today from McShin Foundation here in Richmond, Virginia. I'm John Shinholser, president and co-founder of McShin, also a person in long-term recovery from substance use disorders for over 39 years. And I'm also your host today. We got a really big show today. I got Kenyatta and James with me, and they both came through our RSW, which is Rappahannock Shenandoah Warrenton Regional Jail Program. McShin's been facilitating now for about 3 years, funded by a SAMHSA grant. And I think we've done a marvelous job up there. We got great results. And we've got a couple gentlemen here we're going to feature on the show today. And I'm going to let them introduce themselves. And I'll start with James because he's closer to me.
My name is James Funkhauser. I'm a person in recovery from substance use disorder. What that means to me is
James, you got to look happy, man.
I'm tired, man. You all have worked me to death last 2 days.
Oh, don't give me that, man.
But what that means to me is have not found the need to put any substances in my body for the last 28 and a half months.
Oh, that's a good time right there. You were RSW 28 months?
I was at RSW for 26 months.
So you were there the whole time when we did our program.
All but like the first 4 or 5 months.
Then you got up in there. We're going to talk more about that. All right, Kenyatta, you're up, Big Daddy.
Hey, I'm Kenyatta in long-term recovery, and I've been in the program since it started, RSW Regional Jail. And
here you are, McShin.
Yes.
You got the whole different bed and kitchen and everything. Nice kitchen, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
You're daggone right, man.
Yes, it is.
So just briefly, how old are you? When did your addiction start, James?
I am 46, and I would say my addiction probably started in 15, 16 with alcohol, and then just progressed from there.
When you were a teenager?
Yep.
Did you smoke first, or did you go straight down?
I actually did not smoke a cigarette until I was 32 years old.
Ooh, well, it's never too late to get bad habits, is it?
Yeah.
Well, don't smoke crack. How old were you, Kenyatta, when you started?
About 13 or 14.
There you go.
Drank first.
No cigarettes?
No cigarettes till I got later.
You got that later?
Yes.
Oh, boy. And then what happened? How was your drinking, man?
It was just taking a beer or two out the refrigerator from my mom. And
so how old are you now?
47.
Good Lord, man. You boys are getting old. Good time to get recovery, though, ain't it?
Yes.
Perfect time.
You're daggone right. So when did you first notice you was getting in trouble, that you might have a problem?
The first time I noticed I was getting in trouble was when me and a couple of my friends stole 52 cases of Milwaukee's Best Light out of a warehouse.
You were thinking big that day.
Yeah.
Well, how long did it take you to drink them, or did you get caught?
We had 3 parties before we got caught.
Wow, man, y'all were thinking people. How old were you?
17.
That's a good age to steal 50-something cases of beer and have 3 parties before getting caught.
Yeah, before I turned 18. They just gave me community service.
Uh-oh. Did somebody snitch on you? How'd you get caught?
Probably from throwing the 3 parties.
Yeah, they talk. Kids talk. They run their mouth.
People talk.
My brother threw a keg party one time when my parents were out of town. And these were back in the day when they would clear out all the furniture in the house and put drop cloths down. These were really wild keg parties. My parents came back, and the next weekend they're at the school play. And they're listening to 2 kids in front of them talk about, wasn't that a hell of a party at Shin's house last week, man? That's how you got busted, man. Kids talk. So, Kenyatta, when did you first notice you was getting in trouble?
Probably when the police stopped us on the corner and we were smoking reefer. Yeah.
It's not smart to smoke reefer in front of a policeman, especially on the corner when it's against the law.
Yeah, that's how it was, you know. But one of the police was hiding behind the bushes and said they spotted us smoking something. So,
good police work there. Yeah, buddy.
They called us over there, and
how old were you?
About 16.
What happened to you?
I probably got the ass whooping of my life from my mom and my granddad.
What about the court? What'd they do?
They let us go because of our parents. Yeah, underage and our parents.
All right. When did y'all start getting convictions when you was in trouble? What age, James?
Not sure the exact age I was, but I was in my early 20s. And I got my first distribution charge. It actually stemmed from something that happened when I was younger. That they came back and got me later, and they gave me first time offenders plea, and I was able to do the probation and get off without a charge then. And the reason they went so light on me is I had joined the National Guard and had been.
So you're an Army soldier.
I am.
Hot damn! How long you serve?
13 years.
That's a long time, man. What kind of ranks you get?
I was an E7.
That's big time. That's a gunner sergeant in the Marine Corps.
Yeah. I lost one rank because I got other than honorable discharge due to my addiction. Failed a urine test and kind of felt like I screwed everything up, so I didn't go back. And then was dishonorable or other than honorably discharged due to that.
I'm sorry to hear that. How long active duty were you on?
Probably 3 or 4 years total.
That's a good time.
Yeah.
Did you ever deploy?
I did, but we didn't end up going anywhere. We sat at Fort Bragg for a long time, waiting to go, and then
That make you want to drink.
I did a lot of drinking.
Anytime they got you waiting and you need a beer, you're gonna drink it.
You know, that was probably all that sitting and waiting and not knowing what you were going to do. I got real heavy into drinking and a lot of other bad things. I was married at the time, and I screwed my marriage up at that time. You know, I got in my head like I was going to die, so I might as well do this and do that.
Enjoy death. I don't see it.
Well, no, I figured I might as well enjoy life the best I can before I go over there.
Mm.
And what I did was really screw up a lot of things and hurt a lot.
That happens a lot. Kenyatta, when the last time you got in real trouble, or the first time?
Oh, probably when I was like 19 or 20 years old.
What happened?
Distribution of cocaine.
Wow, you got like drug dealers, man.
Yeah.
Don't you know that's against the law?
Yeah.
That's bad.
Took me a long time to find out.
Figure that out.
But I figured it out now.
So what's your criminal record look like now? If I were to look you up,
Mine is not good. It in 06 I caught more distribution charges,
what were you selling?
methamphetamines.
Holy smoke! That's that mountain, that hillbilly heroin up there in the mountains, man.
Yep. You know,
Were you the guy that was throwing batteries in the creek and the river?
No, never did any of
I
that.
mean, why would you hurt fish, man? It
Yeah,
just
I
don't
never
make sense.
No, I never did any of that.
So you're a distributor.
I was really a user that was selling to support a habit.
Support your habit. I hear that story a lot. What about you, Kenyatta? What's your record look like?
It's terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah. 16 years in the feds.
You went to prison for 16 years.
Yes, sir.
So you're like this is like heaven to you being up here in McShin, man.
Oh yeah, this is terrific.
I was wondering why you were so easygoing and why you was always happy. And of course, you do have an unusual sense of humor from time to time. I mean, he got a poker face.
Yeah.
He'll look at you, and I know he's laughing behind that face he'll keep, man. He ain't fooling me none.
Yeah.
So you did, how many years did you do altogether, Kenyatta?
Out of my whole life, probably about 24 years.
And how old are you?
47.
So half your life has been incarcerated.
Yes.
So you're like institutionalized.
No, I'm not going to say institutionalized, but.
You got a little pep in your step
Yeah.
around you. I noticed you trying hard.
Yeah.
You're looking for quality things to do.
Yeah.
You kept wanting to go to lunch to me. Today, I was going to take you to lunch, and you didn't go, man.
I got to ask the boss, man.
I mean, you know, the boss got a boss.
Yeah.
When the boss is boss, asks you know, you want to go to lunch.
I got responsibilities. Man.
You know what? I'm glad to hear that, man. Chain of command, very important around here.
Speaking of lunch, you still owe me lunch for setting a tent up in the rain.
You're right. I do.
Yeah.
You owe both of us.
We'll go tomorrow, man. You know, just when I come up in here tomorrow, track me down, said you owe me. Hey, but didn't I bring a pizza or something over?
No.
I don't know.
I did
I worked
something.
the next day too.
I did something for y'all, so it wasn't like a total wash. We did something that made up for it. I know we did.
I didn't get nothing. I was sick actually after that.
See, you missed it. You were sick.
Yeah, yep.
That's what happens when you get sick, man. We don't get sick in the Marine Corps.
Oh, it's just the Army.
It's the Army, that's right. You get sick days in the Army. The damnest thing I've ever seen, man.
I didn't get no sick days in the Army.
Don't start that now. So, all right. So you end up in RSW, both of you.
Yep.
And we had a program coming up there. And Kenyatta, you jumped in there from the beginning, right?
Yes, sir.
So you got to see when we fired it up, and it was really cool, and a lot of people getting help. And what was that like?
It was wonderful, man. It was wonderful.
It's kind of cool, wasn't it?
Yes.
A little different, the most different experience you ever had while incarcerated.
Yes. Yes.
Now, just think if you'd had access to that program earlier in your career, you think it would have made a difference?
Yes,
Definitely.
yes, it would have.
James, for you too?
Definitely.
So when did people start? Did y'all have been to treatment before? Rehab?
Never.
I did a treatment in the feds called hey, what's the name of the program?
Where was it
RDAP.
at? RTAP?
Petersburg.
Okay. How was that?
It was
Wasn't much to it, or
yeah, it wasn't peer to peer. It was like some college lady trying to teach a course.
yeah, but were you glad to be in it? Did you do your part?
Yes.
You did.
Yeah.
So you went there. Did you ever go anywhere else?
No.
That's the only time.
Yes.
And then when you got out, what did they offer you?
Nothing.
Nothing. So you're a good byproduct. You're a good reason why that RSW program is so effective.
Yes.
Because both of you got to go to a jail program, get connected to recovering people. The engagement happened in while you were locked up, and then we had good reentry for you.
Mm-hmm.
And how's the reentry been since y'all been
Oh
here?
man, it's been wonderful. Man.
It has been great.
What do you like best about the process? James, we'll go with you first.
For me, it's been the setting up a foundation of people that are like-minded and are chasing the same things that I'm chasing.
So we reach y'all in jail.
Mm-hmm.
We brought in that connection to recovery. We give you the hope shot. We give you the vision what your life can be back. Should you chase your recovery? It helps you lose the obsession to use by having a new way to live. I mean, see how that all worked out?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, Kenyatta, what do you like best about the whole thing and
Man.
coming up in here? And
The network, man. This is a wonderful network down here, man.
I see you made a lot of friends,
Yes.
all male friends.
Yes.
Good for you, man. Staying out of trouble.
Yeah.
Does it get tempting?
No.
No, you got no temptation.
No.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
You like it.
Yes.
Wish you'd have had it sooner.
Yeah.
What about you, James? Any temptation since you've been here?
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that the women aren't tempting, but that has not been where my focus
Well,
is.
it could have been,
Yep,
the fast food restaurants.
But none of that. You know what I mean? I'm not. I've been trying to focus on staying here close to the church and work on my goals. I don't know if you know Krista Shiflett that works at the jail at RSW, does the anger management stuff. She's already offered me a job as a peer-to-peer specialist.
Really? Good for you.
As long as I get so that's what I'm staying here to try to get the certification, get my volunteer hours, and
Did you do the training yet? The 60 hour, 72 hour?
Jesse said it's in the first week or two of September.
All right. So you're going to do the big state training.
Yes, sir.
Good for you, man. See, we're creating capacity,
Yes.
workforce development. We're training peers. I think some of the best peers in Virginia come out of McShin. They come up in here, they can see what that recovery looks like over here. And then they get all the we do a lot of training here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got more training than any RCO in Virginia. I'm sure of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do your certification and you can get your hours in down here. And then that's why that lady already offering you a job, or that guy,
Yep.
whoever he is
Shiflett.
up there.
Krista Shiflett.
That's what you ought to do, Kenyatta.
Yes.
Have you looked into that?
Not yet. I'm just.
That might be a good career path for you.
Yeah.
You got a lot to offer.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the certification for the peer-to-peer counseling.
How y'all like the houses we got here?
Houses are great.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, tell me what you like about them.
The Scott House, I was only there a week and maybe before they moved me out, but I like the bond you make with the guys, that unity that you have. Then I moved over to Lakeside, and that's been just like a family atmosphere.
Smith House?
No, I'm at Lakeside.
What's Lakeside? Tillum?
No, across the street. Rob's house.
The
Westlake.
Westlake.
Oh, yeah.
The Grateful
Yeah,
Ones.
yeah.
I'm over there.
I said the thing, we ain't got Lakeside.
Wait, isn't it on Lakeside or not?
No, it's on Westlake. It's
All right.
called
Westlake.
The Reset House.
Yeah, they moved me and Kenyatta over there to kind of work under Rob and then move into being house leaders. And that's been a unique experience. Ran the house while Rob was out of town. It's been nice. The houses are nice. Like I said, I really like the unity and the family. It kind of comes like a family atmosphere.
How y'all like the staff over here?
Staff's great.
Great.
You really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Positive.
How y'all like the groups we do? They're fun, ain't they?
Yeah.
The groups are good.
And who's got some of the funner groups?
Well, yours are definitely fun.
There you go, man. There you go. I was fishing for compliments there.
But you take humor and also instruct and give
Well, I'm
you.
a reality guy.
Yeah,
I don't sugarcoat stuff. It's all about reality. This is where we're at. This is what happened. This is where we need to go. This is how you get there. And don't sleep during my group.
No, I don't sleep during none of them.
Yeah, no, you.
I can go to sleep right now. I'm wore out.
Oh, I'm tired too, man.
But
I'm more out probably from just getting old.
You ain't old.
I know. I don't feel that old. How old are you? 47, you said?
Yes.
Wait till you get to be like 67. You'll see. But I ain't quite there yet. So we got some people listening. And remember, these podcasts going to go to jail and prison.
I've watched every one of them that you have sent up until July.
Really?
Absolutely.
Were they useful to you? Did you
They
like
were
them?
useful. They were real useful when COVID hit, and we weren't able to have
in person
the in-person programs. So these podcasts, kind of got me through. Like I don't know Johnny Fab, but to see his name up there.
Oh, Johnny Fab, the bomb, man. He's an awesome
he's
dude, man.
I've seen a couple of his podcasts he did on there. He's real knowledgeable.
Yeah.
He has a lot of good information.
Michelle, it is an awesome program. We need them in every jail and prison in America. They should offer a recovery program to the inmates. And if they do the program and do a good job, they should actually give them time off for good behavior, incentivize them. And then they should also have reentry services like we got here at McShin. That's the way the system needs to look, Michelle. And that's where we hope to get one day. So glad you noticed that. So let's say you're talking to the guys locked up that are hearing these podcasts that don't have a program. I'll start with you, Kenyatta. What would you like to tell them first?
Man, you got to sign up, man, and get this awesome experience, man.
Well, let's say they're in a jail or prison and they don't have a program. What kind of hope shot can you give them?
Got to get an NA book and do some literature work.
12-step book. Try to get a book.
Yeah.
You like the 12-step path.
Yes.
You like that abstinent-based, stay clean, get spiritual, enjoy life.
Yes, sir.
What a concept, man.
You got to do the step work, man.
But you did 20-something years locked up.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are doing lots of years. What do you tell them? You're in there for years, but one day you're going to get out.
Yeah, keep your head up and get into your literature, man. You got to read your literature, man.
You can be locked down and locked around, but they can't lock your brain up.
Nope.
Educate yourself.
Smart recovery, 12-step base. You know what I mean? You got to get into your program, man.
Now, how hard would it? Y'all both did time. You look at the difference between doing time with no program and doing time with the program.
You gotta surround yourself with great people, man. You gotta get with a good herd of men, man. You don't need no program in the jail. You can do it all with 3 or 4 guys, man.
I've always told guys locked up, I said, look, find your people in your pod or your tier or your house, wherever you're at while you're locked up, find like-minded people and create your own program right there in the environment you're in, because one may not come your way, but you can damn sure create your own.
Yeah.
And they're allowed to do that.
And I kind of share on that a little bit. Like halfway through, I had 2 years to do it RSW, and then I had 6 months I had to do for Rockingham County. So I got transferred out of RSW for 6 months to Middle River in between the other year. There was no program in Middle River Regional Jail where I went, which I was scared. Can y'all tell you, I was scared to death because I'd gotten so used to the program. The program was working for me. And I knew I was kind of going into a place that didn't have any of that stuff. And then COVID hit, so they really had no programs.
You were locked down.
Yeah, but what I did, I took my books with me from the program, and I stayed to myself at first. And when people, there was a lot of drugs and everything in that jail that I was able to stay away from, and people started noticing that I was doing something different. And like you said about like-minded people, even though you're incarcerated, there's still people that don't want to live that life anymore. They may be afraid to acknowledge that when they're in jail, because of the stigma that kind of everybody's supposed to be doing.
If you're working a spiritual program locked up, that's a sign of weakness for the rest of the people.
It can be, but what I found is it really became a sign of strength, and people were drawn to me, and I started working with guys through the NA program, doing the NA book, 12 steps, while I was there for that 6 months. And then I also came back to RSW after that 6 months, and of course COVID had hit, and you all were shut down. There was nothing, so I carried on the groups myself. We 7 to 10 hours a week, which maybe doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're incarcerated, to get people to sit and try to do the right thing for 7 to 10 hours a week, Miss Diane helped me. She would see me via the video thing there at the jail and give me, literature and stuff.
We did everything they would let us do or could
Yeah,
do.
she would send me stuff in so that I could lead groups in the jail while you
Good
all
for you.
while
Good
you
for
weren't.
her.
And I made it my purpose to carry on the program while you all weren't there. And I spent a lot of time doing that and working with guys.
Y'all got children or families or?
I have 2 children, and a son and a daughter, and then a granddaughter that I've yet to meet due to my incarceration.
I got you. Well, what about you, Kenyatta?
I don't have any children, but I have family members.
You got family? They glad you in recovery?
Yes, I have one of my little cousins down here with me right now.
In recovery?
Yes.
That's one of your cousins?
Yeah.
So you showed up, now the family's showing up.
Yeah.
You got to show me your cousin when we get back down there.
You talked to him yesterday.
I know, but I need to put you two side by side. I don't want to leave no stone unturned,
Yes.
I'll give him some special attention. But that's probably why he runs from me when I come up in here. I don't know why people would run from me.
I tend to run towards you.
Yeah,
At least
you do.
say hi.
You're a hell of a dude, man. I know that. You Kenyatta comes to me too, man.
Absolutely.
Both you guys do.
I'm gonna stop you every chance I get. I got to pick your mind.
Yeah. I mean, you guys realize you got to run with the winners, hang with like-minded people, That's how I can tell who's doing good around here. If they want what I got and got the courage to ask me for it, that's a good hit right there. But if they ain't chasing their recovery, they're waiting to relapse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Watch the ones that relapse. Watch what they do or don't do that we do.
Every time I see that truck pulling the parking lot, I'm right there.
So give me some more hope shots, man. We got guys inside going to be listening to us, and
my biggest hope shot is by doing the program or even doing the program when the program wasn't there, all that stuff that I was depressed about when I first got to jail, like the hurting of my mother, my daughter, my son, my sister, my niece.
You were just beating yourself up.
I was
full of shame and guilt.
Full of shame and guilt. And through working the program and practicing spiritual principles, all that stuff I was beating myself up about is over a time, not all at once, has taken care of itself, and I have a beautiful relationship with my daughter today. Still working on the relationship with my son, with my mother, but my sisters, I got a bunch of sisters, but my kid sister has come back into my life. When I went home for 2 days after getting out, my other sisters came by to see me. These are all things that I felt like I had lost or didn't deserve due to my actions, over the years. But through doing the next right thing, they've all come back in my life, and I've been able to heal those relationships. And a lot of that shame and guilt has been lifted.
Well, I'll tell you, recovery is a day at a time. So if you can remember just for the day,
Absolutely.
I'm going to focus on my recovery, and the family dynamics will improve. It'll even get better.
Yes.
What's another hope shot, Kenyatta, for the fellas locked up that going to hear this, or the females?
Man, get close to your mom and your dad, man, because you don't never know when they're gonna leave, man.
If you can.
Yes.
Your parents alive?
No. They both died while I was incarcerated.
That must have been hurtful.
I never attended none of my parents' funerals, even my grandma and my granddad. So you really got to get in tune with your parents, man, because that's all you got. When they gone, you gonna miss them.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm sure they're looking down on you and very proud of your recovery right now.
Yeah.
Well, just remember that. You got out of the hell of addiction. Now you're on earth like the rest of us, doing life on life's terms and a daily basis, and that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So what are some other cool things you get around here?
Man, you get so much cool things, man, around here. It's unreal, man. If you're doing the right thing down here, it's gonna come.
If you do the right thing.
If you're doing the right thing, it's gonna come.
Now, how hard is it to follow our rules and regulations?
Sober, they're not hard at all. You know what I mean? Simple. Most of them.
Sober, they easy, right?
Yeah, now, like if I was still in active addiction, I wouldn't follow none of them. But as simple as making my bed, doing chores, that's not stuff I ever really did. But all that stuff's simple. Not wearing a hat in the building. A lot of the rules are common sense, really.
Suiting up, showing up is what I'm
absolutely. Yep.
Act right, shoot up, show up.
Clean, cook wash your own dish. You know, you got to do manly things, man. Manly or
Right.
woman things, man, in life, man. Around.
So what was the intake process like when y'all both got here? Were you fearful, scared, excited?
I was excited.
Yeah. So it went good, the intake. You liked everything
Yes.
about it?
Yes.
They explained everything to you pretty good when you got here?
Absolutely.
Yes.
It helps to be, I think it does help a lot to be that y'all come through our program. So you already had a feel for how to navigate some of this stuff.
Well, I think what helped is already having relationships with cricket, meeting you. The intake process for me was the only thing, I got done with my incarceration. I could have stayed home. I didn't have to come here,
Right.
but I made the choice to come here, and I had my daughter and her boyfriend bring me down. Like just getting back with my daughter and being around her for those 2
How old
days.
your daughter?
She's 19.
Oh, that must have been nice to spend that time
It
with her
was,
riding
but-
down here.
But it was the difficulty in watching her have to leave and seeing the hurt in her, having to, leave me here. That was real difficult. I struggled with that a few days, wondering if I had made the right choice, but I know that if I don't do this and don't come down here and finish working on me and continue to work on me, that I'm not going to be present in her life anyway.
There you go.
And that's why I am here.
Yeah.
Because I want to be present in her life, my son's life, my granddaughter's life, my mom, my sister, and that's one of the rewards of recovery is I have been present in her life.
Right.
They're calling me, asking, to talk to me when they're having problems. Like I would have never been present enough in their life to even answer the phone. I would,
And now look at you,
Yeah.
full of conscience and awareness.
Absolutely.
And yeah, Lindsay, it's amazing recovery and the people they can bring back in your life. And we almost checked in on you when we were up in Maine last week, but we were on a pretty tight schedule there. And I see Brian. Brian, I hope you painting away, painting like the wind, my brother. Hope you just ain't kicking back, take the rest of the day off. Y'all know Brian?
I don't know if I do or not.
He's a hell of an alumni. One of the best painters we ever had come through here, man. He painted the alumni room. Did a great job.
You can keep that paint.
Well, you do it for the money, I think. If you're
I'll do
good
it.
at it, you can make good money.
Yeah.
I'm not good at it.
I was a painter before I started
Yep,
McShin.
I know.
I'm sitting there every other day. I'm wondering why didn't I just keep painting, man? Mind my own business, man.
Because
Is the program designed to help the guys find permanent employment and housing? Where do you guys see yourself short term in the next year, long term, in the next 5 years? Great question, Michelle. But I can answer the first part. Our design is simply encourage people to stop using drugs, lose that desire to use drugs, and find a new way to live. And if part of that finding a new way to live is to take the initiative to raise yourself above the lifestyle we come from, and most of us ended up in dereliction and parasite mode. We weren't really a big contributor to our community or society, and it's not hard to get a permanent job around here once you get your head right, and it's not hard to move out of sober living. And like the guys, a lot of times 2 or 3 of them will get together and rent a house, and next thing you know, they move in with a girlfriend, and I get an invitation to their wedding, and then I get to see them have babies. And I'm even going to kids' graduations from college now when I knew when their parents met in recovery. So absolutely. But I'll let these guys answer the question about where do you guys see yourself? Well, short term you're here, but where do you see yourself, the next few years?
my short-term goals, like I said, like speaking of permanent employment, like I've been offered employment here. But that employment is not going to help me get towards my goals, which is, like I said, the peer recovery specialist, getting my 500 hours for that certification, taking the test. So short term, I'm looking to stay here, learn to facilitate better, learning to pass the message of hope better, and gain more knowledge so that I can better help people. My long-term goal is to take that peer recovery specialist job and eventually get back into the jails and help people like me.
So you're a hope dealer.
Absolutely.
Hope dealer in training, man.
That's my goal.
You are a recovery warrior. Right now, you're just at private first class level.
I take that. You know what I mean? But that's my goal. I want to go back in and help people like me that have been through the same stuff or, similar stuff.
Fabulous goal. Fabulous goal. James, Kenyatta, where you see yourself 5 years? Don't say eating lunch with me. Although that'd be cool.
You already know we're going to eat lunch together all the time. Yeah. My short-term goal will get the peer recovery and
You didn't mention that earlier.
Yeah.
I asked about it. You kind of ducked the question.
No, that's what I'm here for, to get the peer recovery and learn.
So you want to be a specialist, peer recovery
Yeah.
specialist. I was telling you that'd be a great job for you, and you were stuttering.
I got you, man.
You were trying to think if that was going to be hard work or not. You didn't want to answer the question,
Nah, I
man.
got it.
You'd be a great hope dealer.
Yeah. And
You'd be like Moses. You know,
man,
you'd be just like him.
that's my man. Moses.
He'll go, well, you know, how do you feel about that? What do you think you should do, Kenyatta?
Well, that's a lot of pressure to put on somebody right there.
It is, man. Well, Moses started somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, Lindsay, we wish we could have seen you too. No question about it. See, Mike Murphy, stay the course. Guys, you're in a great place to build a strong foundation. Absolutely,
Absolutely.
man.
Yes, the best foundation.
I mean, these guys are killing it, to be honest with you, man. I'm amazed. I come in here day in and day out. There you guys all smiling, working towards your goal, staying out of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got 130, participants in our housing, and I get a lot of emails and texts on how everybody's doing, but I don't remember your names popping up. So
That means we're not doing nothing bad, right?
that's exactly right, man.
Yeah, like my goal, like I said, is stay around the church, be a service, go out and help, do whatever I can do. That's the biggest fear I have actually about taking this peer recovery specialist job. Is I'm used to being outside, doing labor, working. I'm not, being inside is kind of the scary part of it for me.
It can be. You're an Army soldier. You like sleeping out in the woods.
Absolutely.
So our facility, we got a nice facility here, right?
Absolutely.
3 stories, 15,000 square feet. We got 28 peer staff, some part-time, many full-time. We got a lot of game here, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we're thinking about all the staff you've met here and all the different departments we have. And when they don't get excited when the audience hears me say departments, like let's start with Dixie. She does medication verification and urine, drug testing and whatnot. How's Dixie?
Dixie's great. You're talking about urine screens. That's one of the things I like, which I like that I don't have to study for them these days.
Right. You don't have to study for a urine screen.
You know what I mean? But I kind of like that accountability because, I know what I'm doing. I know I'm doing the right thing. But it also keeps, the accountability for the other people. So
you think it's a fair and smooth operation?
I do. Yes. I like that they monitor all the meds, because especially incarcerated, you see that stuff even abused. So that, like I said, it holds people accountable, make sure they're doing the right thing. And that keeps me safe. You know what I mean? If everybody.
So Kenyatta, what do you think of Dixie?
Oh, wonderful lady.
Sweet young lady.
Yes,
absolutely. Good as gold.
Yes.
Now let's move down the hallway to Nathan. Y'all know Nathan, right?
Yes.
Nathan's our community outreach director, and he does a lot of work. They're out front now putting up our marker project. 100-degree temperature out there, and they're out there working like dogs,
sweat,
putting that display up. And I noticed you weren't out there long.
I put up the signs this morning.
That was quick and easy.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. Oh, really?
No.
I popped the sign up myself in like 10 minutes.
No, not doing what I was doing.
Well, I got more experience, I guess.
No.
But you like Nathan's?
Yes.
Great staff. Wonderful guy.
Nathan's always full of energy.
Yeah, he's an energizer bunny.
He is.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Positive.
Very positive individual. So now you come across the hall and we got Justin over here. He's the man behind the curtain running the podcast. What do y'all think of Justin?
Awesome, man.
Yeah, I like Justin.
Great tattoo he's got, ain't it? He got some of the best tattoos I've ever seen, man. And then you go downstairs and who we got? We got Jillian's office down the end. She runs our female.
Yep.
Yes.
Most of the guys like to get close to Jillian. Get on the inside track of the females program.
I like about Jillian the most is when I was thinking about going home after my 28 days, I felt like she was one of the ones that really listened to me and what I was thinking. And then, I didn't feel like she gave me a bias. Like she didn't have a motive behind her answer. I asked a lot of people, and some people I felt like but maybe that was just my thinking. And then I actually helped Jillian yesterday clean out the chicken coop.
Oh, good. We got chickens out there.
Yeah.
A couple houses we got chickens, don't we? How you like Jillian Kenyatta?
Oh, Miss Julian, she runs a tight ship.
Yes, she does, boy. She don't play, does she?
No, sir.
You mess with her hands, you in trouble.
You're not getting up to use the bathroom on her.
No, don't do it.
Doing her class.
Then we got Honesty next to her. Y'all know Honesty, right?
Yes.
What y'all think of Honesty?
I love Honesty's story. Like I have actually not talked to Honesty much since being here. She's pretty busy, but I did meet Honesty.
That's our CEO. For those of you who don't know Honesty,
but I did meet Honesty at RSW and heard her story, and then I've also heard her story here at one of the NA meetings. I think a lot of Honesty.
So she drove up to RSW, told her story one day. That's a 2.5 hour drive, by the way, for the viewers. You know, that program up there is 100 miles away. It takes 2.5 hours to drive there. And we're up there 5 days a week, you know, when it wasn't COVID.
Yes.
So what do you think of Honesty there?
Oh, wonderful lady, man.
Great lady, great
She
story.
gave me the hope shot. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. She's a hope dealer
when I
now.
started at RSW, man.
Then you moved down the hall. We got our bookkeeper, Melanie. Keep in mind, all these people come through McShin. You know, they all came through housing and sober living and program, and now look at them. So you don't know Melanie that good.
I've met Melanie at Chesterfield another day. I was out there working. You know, caught a snake.
Caught a snake?
I did.
You let it go?
Yeah, I took it out in the field and let it go.
Good. What was it?
Just a black snake.
Yeah, there you go. How big was it?
Like 2 feet. I was going to bring it home for Kenyatta, but he got scared.
Oh, come on.
No snake in there.
I don't think they last over here.
Nah, probably not.
So you don't know Melanie, right, Kenyatta?
Yes, I cleaned her office a couple of times. Yes.
She's a nice lady, ain't she?
Yes.
And you go across the hallway there to my office.
Oh, that's the big dog.
The big dog. Doors open.
Yeah, always open. Never closed.
I would say that.
I feel like you guys bonded with me. You like me.
Absolutely. Yeah. You didn't remember me, I don't think, from the jail, but I talked to you a few times in the jail, too.
I vaguely remember, but remember, I talked to thousands.
Thousands, yeah, I know. Yep. When you did the Hope video.
For the viewers, we got a 1 hour Hope Dealer video, and it walks everybody through the jail program and what we do and who does it and the reentry part, and it's on YouTube. You can just Inside Hope. You can YouTube that one. Maybe Justin can pull it up and pop it up on the screen there.
So one of the biggest Hope dealers in that video is my guy
Huey,
but Paul Alger became one of my best friends through that program.
Paul,
you know Paul. He was an inmate with us. He's currently incarcerated still in the state system, but that's where a lot of my hope.
So you got hope from an inmate, isn't it?
Absolutely.
You're damn right. That's how it works.
That's how it did work. And then like I said, I made it my purpose to pass that hope on.
Good for you. So we go downstairs. Now this is where it gets good. You know, Joyce, our intake specialist.
Wonderful lady.
Yeah.
Full energy too.
Another one full of energy.
Always positive. Always looking to help people get in McShin.
She just helped me this morning, man.
Oh boy, is that how we got your cousin? Then you go down the hallway. Oh, you got Mo, Big Mo.
Oh man, awesome guy. Man.
You love Mo.
I like Mo too.
Awesome.
He's always there to help you.
Yep, that's his job.
Never turn your back on you.
But if you do something wrong, he's a disciplinarian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he will discipline you, won't he?
Yeah.
And then you get down to Jesse's office.
I like Jesse. You know, I had some things happen. You know what I mean? I took some things the wrong way, but Jesse's easy to talk to. His door's open. You know
he is a wordsmith, isn't he?
Yeah, you know what I mean? We were able to work it out. You know what I mean? It made me feel more comfortable. And he knows I've talked to him about what my goals are, and he's all about that and helped me try to get there. And I appreciate that.
That's good. Good. Peer coaching at its finest. What about you there?
That's my boss.
He's your boss now. Yeah, you better talk nice to him.
I had to ask the boss to go with the boss.
Well, you learn it, man. See, Jesse's just like that too, man. Yeah, he does like control, doesn't he?
Yes.
Then you cross the hallway to Matthew, our data expert.
Oh, I like Matt too. He's smart. Man.
He's smart and he's sweet, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Matt's been a big help to me. Helped me get connected with Miss Krista, the counselor I was seeing while at RSW. He helps me every week get on that. He helped find me this little working for one of the board members.
There you go. Which one?
Her name is Elaine. I can't remember what her grandson had Matt's job before he did. Michael or Dusty or something.
Oh, Dusty. Yeah. Michael Quinn, old Dusty.
So I've been working with his grandmother for the last week and a half.
Yeah, she's sweet as can be.
Sweet lady.
Yep. Yeah, anybody out there local, you need some help, just, call us up down here. Sometimes we can get you some day help, week help. But they're very inexpensive. But minimum wage is going up to like $12 an hour, I think, or 11 in January. So
that's another thing Jesse did to help me too. Jesse put me on the weekend staff, which has been helpful.
Oh, there you go. We pay for that.
Yeah, board. I mean,
it ain't much, but
I mean, it's still it pays my bed fees and everything, and it makes me able to stay here near the church where I can work on my goals. And I
There
like
you
work,
go. That's good.
and I like working with the people that are just coming in as well.
So y'all got sponsors and home groups?
Huey's actually my sponsor.
Huey,
Absolutely.
that old guy.
Yeah.
How often you talk to him?
I've talked to him. I need to call him this week. I
You
haven't called him.
damn right. You need to call him twice a week. Call him at 4 a.m. in the morning. Make
Oh,
sure
Lord.
he's up.
He's probably up.
He probably is. He's a worry wart.
Yeah. 51 years clean.
Yep. He celebrated 51 years clean and sober this year. Huey's a legend.
Absolutely. I love you.
What's your home group?
My home group is on Thursday nights with Bob.
Bob D. Great home group.
Yeah.
What about you, Kenyatta? What's your home group? You
You
better make one up if you ain't got one.
I want to say Sunday night.
You go to that one the most?
Yes.
You need to join it.
Okay.
And then when you don't like it, join another one.
Okay.
Y'all doing any step work?
I've actually worked through the steps twice currently, and I need to start it again. And I actually have one sponsee.
Oh, good for you. And don't ever let your sponsor catch up to your step work level.
No.
So what about you, Kenyatta?
Bob is my sponsor.
He is not.
Yes, he
If I
is.
text him right now, he'll tell me he's your sponsor.
Hey, what you want to do? I got him all on the phone. I text him every day.
You doing step work?
Not yet.
Why not?
We getting into that now.
Yo, Bob, I said you need to get busy.
Okay.
See, back in the day in '82, when I got clean, we worked steps. I did one a month, my first 5 months. We weren't playing back then. We didn't have the luxury of spending a year per step. That just wasn't an option back then. Of course, I was young and I was enthusiastic. I wanted to get through them. I didn't want to do this stuff again.
Yeah.
I only wanted to be a newcomer one time.
But you gotta keep doing.
You do. You live them. You work 1 through 5. You live 6 through 12. You really live 10, 11, and 12. That's the best part about life right now.
I do work the 10th step every night.
That's good. That's a good hit. Do your little inventory. And when you're wrong, you admit it. If you need to make amends, you take care of it.
I found that you work the steps constantly through your day.
That pretty much.
You really do. Like, on a daily basis, there's something I have to surrender to. There's something find myself powerless over, with my higher power. Like, I'm constantly in contact with my higher power, but I've really found that sometimes during the day, I can find myself working any step.
All day long, like a lot of times, like just this morning, I'm waking up and, my wife was fixing the dog food and we got a little method we use and she wasn't doing it how I did it. And I got my panties in a bunch and she could see that I was acting inappropriate. And I went out back, read the paper, come back in. I said, look, man, I'm sorry. I didn't understand the way you were fixing the dog food. You know what I mean?
Direct amends.
Yeah, told her I love her, and we moved on. I don't have to worry about coming home to an irritated wife,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, step 10 is my number one most work step. I'm wrong a lot, and I promptly admit it for the most part.
I would say that you work the 12 step pretty constantly too.
Oh, total. I'm a
sharing
hope dealer.
Hope dealer all day.
I'm a walking, talking hope dealer. I know
Absolutely.
it. I just hope I always got a good hope shot,
You got to be willing, man.
That's true.
That's my best one, man.
Willingness, honesty, open-mindedness, and willingness.
Willing.
How?
Willing, man.
Well, you guys both are honestly know you got a problem. You're open-minded to what we suggested around here, and you're willing because you're actually doing it. You're demonstrating willingness. You guys are willingness in action. Yes. And that's an important characteristic of recovery.
Having to get out of my own way and take suggestions from other people.
We're our worst enemies.
My first 15 thoughts are wrong.
At least.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, man, I tell you what, I couldn't be more proud of you guys or Cricket or that program up there and Diane and RSW and Sam's for helping fund that project. Because you're a byproduct of, it took years to get that kind of grant to do that kind of program.
And I appreciate it.
And I know we've helped hundreds of people. I know we have.
Absolutely.
A lot of people don't realize when you first get introduced to recovery, most folks, number one, only 3% of the people stay clean and sober the rest of their life, which means a lot of people relapse, which is just part of the process. However, if you can stay engaged in your recovery, they say over like a 10-year period, maybe 3 treatment center stays, you might get a year clean. Mm-hmm. But if you can make it to the 5-year mark, boom, you got an 85% chance of doing well. You guys are halfway to the 5-year mark or close to it. You know, you stick around 5 years, you got an 85% chance of doing well the rest of your life.
I like that.
Look at old Chris up there. He's out in Idaho.
Idaho.
Chris from Idaho. How you been, buddy? Good to see you up on our podcast today. He's a warrior out in that community. He does what we do.
Another thing I like about the program at the jail, even the ones that don't get to come here or don't come here, there's still a seed planted that hopefully at some point is going to grow.
A lot of folks who come here that, you know, they come off the streets, they look around, it might last a week or two, and you'll see them, you know, 6 months later, and then you'll last 30 days, then you'll see them 6 months later, they might get 90 days. And, you know, as long as they live, they got a chance. As long as you're alive, you got a chance for recovery. That's important to stay above the ground level.
I agree with that.
Y'all know a lot of people passed away from this disease?
Yes.
A ton of people.
Yeah.
I just recently had a cousin pass away right before I got out of incarceration from addiction, but I still know quite a few others over the course of the years.
Oh my God. You know, when you run an organization like this, and, you know, over 17 years, we've had over 5,000 people come through here, and you know, there's about an 8% death rate in addiction anyways. I mean, that's a lot of people we ain't gonna see no more.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of broken families out there. And, you know, it's so sad on one hand, because it's like, good Lord, don't you know how simple recovery is? It's just, you know, the drug, one thing, addiction drug takes everything from us.
Mm-hmm.
In order to have access to everything, all we got to do is give up that one thing. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, how simple can that be? And it just amazes me that people want to test the waters over and over and over.
The process is actually really easy. You know what I mean? Working this process is easy.
Focus. Gotta stay focused.
Honesty of mind and willingness is probably the key to that. But
all right, listen up. We're coming to the end of our hour, close to it. I want to make sure we talk to those guys and girls still locked up.
Yes.
You know, my message for them is, look, you're in a tough spot. Nobody likes being incarcerated. Well, most people don't. Some folks, they do like it, but most don't. It ain't easy being incarcerated, but if you do seek recovery while you're incarcerated, you can probably find some resemblance of it. You know, I'm sure you got a library. You might get your hands on an AA book, an NA book, a Bible or something. There's got to be like-minded people in, near, or around you. Find those people and try to, you know, kick up your own little recovery group while you're locked up. And then a lot of facilities, they do offer some type of programming or meeting. A lot of them do offer some type of reentry service. You know, just follow the process and listen to people, and you know right from wrong. Like in Virginia, a lot of these reentry houses from prison are horrible. They do, you know, you walk through the door and they got drugs right there. You know, that don't mean you got to do them.
I've been faced.
You know, I got clean in the Marine Corps. There was drugs all around me every single day. But when I let those people know I was serious, don't put that in front of me, they left me alone. You know, you don't start no trouble, there won't be no trouble. You know, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. This is the first time incarcerated that I didn't do that stuff. You know, I would tell my family on the phone that I was doing everything. I was trying to get better and all this stuff while still getting high while incarcerated. There was definitely a lot of opportunities to get high while incarcerated this time and did not. You were talking about starting recovery groups. You know, there's that's one of the things I kind of miss. I do still miss about the Jailman. Like there's a guy, Drake, Joey, Ty, the guys that we were in a pod with. You know, I mean, we did meetings every day. Those guys are still doing that now with cricket and them and back in the jail. You know, I'm proud of the progress that, you know, people have made while incarcerated, including myself.
Daggone right. What about you, Kenyatta?
Man, you got to find a why, man. You got to find your why.
Why you want to be clean? Why you want to live clean? Why you want to chase your recovery? For me, it's easy. On the inside, the food sucks and the women are fake.
Yeah.
Now, on the outside, the food's good and the women are real. Yeah. So I'm a simple guy. I like my freedom.
Just make it plain and simple.
You know, all I got to do is not touch that one substance and I get access to everything. I'm in.
Yeah.
Huey told us if we find a why, if we have a why, we'll find a how.
That's right. Why will definitely come up before how.
Yeah.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yep.
You got to find that will, man. You got to open that book, man. The book is the key to this program, man.
Literature is important. Yes. Study your literature.
You got to read your literature, man.
Yeah, and the tablets that they have in the jails these days makes it easy to find recovery too. There's a lot of recovery on those tablets with the big stuff you all put on there. and you can actually gain a lot of knowledge through those tablets.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
You
can.
know what I mean? Like, I wish they'd had that 20 years ago. You know what I mean? Just the knowledge.
You know,
you gain
they
off
collect data on tablets in jails and prisons, and the inmates that spend most of their time on the education and the community and the recovery components that they can get off of a tablet. There's a less recidivism rate with those people. The ones that watch that wild crap and gangbanging crap and crazy stuff, they're the ones that recidivate at a higher rate. So there's a lot of knowledge in those tablets. A lot
There
of
is.
it improves your chances of making it.
Michael Santos was one of my favorite programs on the tablet.
Michael Santos.
Yes.
This guy did 25 years incarcerated for drugs in the feds, and started it's called the Straight A Guide.
Yeah.
Now look at him, and that's your favorite. He's a hope dealer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So you guys are hope dealers.
Yes.
absolutely.
Find your hope shot and let's get that out there.
Yeah.
Spread
Well,
it every day.
Yeah, well, gang, we're about out of time for today. I'm glad everybody tuned in. I hope you got a lot out of this show. I know we sure did. We're here every day, right, Justin? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I know on the 17th, Friday night, we're going to have a care talk that'll be promoted on this channel. The topic that night is going to be, well, what does Recovery Month mean to you? September is National Recovery Month. And we're going to have 8 wonderful short speakers from all over the country talking about what Recovery Month means to them. And for those of you who don't know, every year, September is National Recovery Month. So all across America, people celebrate recovery. Got a ton of events people can go to. You can Google it and find events to go to in your area. And, don't dismiss Recovery Month. It's a great month. And a lot of people that participate in the Recovery Month activities, that increases your chances of recovering. So there's actually recovery value in Recovery Month and the people who attend it. So until next time, Justin, great job today.
Thank
And
you all for having me.
we will see y'all next time. Bye, ladies. Here at McShin, we believe in the McShin way, which is authentic recovery support service providers, people with lived experience, bringing that experience to those who need that lived experience in recovery.
Here at McShin, we believe in many things to support our mission. We believe in women empowerment.
What I love most about what we believe here at McShin is we believe in the authenticity of the peer-to-peer approach.
Here at the McShin Foundation, we believe in giving people opportunity.
Here at McShin, we believe in the inherent worth and dignity of every person.
At the McShin Foundation, we believe in helping people reach their full potential.
Here at the McShin Foundation, we believe in multiple pathways to recovery.
Here at McShin, we believe in placing principles before personalities to help spread hope.
Here at McShin, we believe that recovery is possible and that any person seeking recovery can become a more acceptable, responsible, and productive member of society.
Here at the McShin Foundation, we believe in self-discovery.
Here at McShin, we believe in saving lives and offering second chances.
Here at McShin, we believe you can do this.
Here at McShin Foundation, we believe that we can only keep what we have by giving away, which is why we continue to help others like us seek and find recovery.
Any place.